Hey, Sealand Open is coming up. Right now we have 30 signups, and it's shaping up to be a really good tournament with players coming from different European nations and a lot of the top Danish competitive players coming as well. It's taking place in Copenhagen, um, and what I wanted to do was, as soon as I got any of the lists for Sealand Open, if you send them to me, I will review them, and I'll review them before you actually hand in the list. So sending your list to me doesn't mean that that is your final list, um, but it does mean that I will give you feedback on it if you want to. Um, I often do this list reviews for random people who sends me stuff, but this is a specific service that I'm trying to do for Sealand Open, and I'm sort of clearing the to-do list because with the amount of people who sends me lists, I could just do list reviews all the time, and they're not actually what's most popular on my YouTube channel. So I'm going to have to do other stuff than list reviews, um, but for Sealand Open, for anyone who wants to participate, if you send me your list on BOM, the weird A, um, rhs.dk, which is my email, I'll link in the description. Um, I will review your list and give you feedback on it. So yeah. Um, by the way, Sealand Open takes place on the 6th and 7th of May in Copenhagen. And if you're coming from abroad, we will try to help you either find a couch to crash on somewhere, or we will try to help you with airport pickups or whatever you need. Um, since it's in Copenhagen, there are a lot of fairly cheap places to stay if that's what's needed as well. So yeah, and when was the hand-in date? I can't remember. I'm just checking here. Um, I think it's like 3 weeks in advance or something. Anyways, I will link to the event itself as well, so that you can go and check that out. Right now, I wanted to do a list review. This is for a newer player, a newer Danish player who has started playing Bolt Action recently, and whom I have played with and against, and I'm giving feedback to him. He's Henrik, and this is his British army that he's thinking about bringing to the Sealand Open. It's 1,000 points, 16 order dice. Perfect. That is really good. You could go a little bit lower if you need to. Sometimes, if you have too many order dice, your army becomes a little bit vulnerable in kill point missions. Is what it is. An inexperienced second lieutenant. Cool. He's paying a tax here. Paratroopers, submachine guns, 5 men, 2 sections of paratroopers. These are really good, especially if you put them in brain carriers, right? They can really defend that brain carrier, and 10 shots from submachine guns is not nothing. The free artillery observer, a group of Royal Engineers, again 5 men. I can assume here that he's setting up a flamethrower and paratrooper fleet of brain carriers. Because here we have another paratroop section. That's the 3rd paratroop section. Vengeance. Vengeance is really good. If you're not running Assaulty Brits, then I think you should go Vengeance, because that will cover everything. All your regular and veteran troops will benefit from Vengeance. It makes your army much more reliable. Medium mortar, inexperienced. Well, that will not benefit from Vengeance, but it's a very cheap mortar, isn't it? Sniper team, regular. Flamethrower team, regular. Pier team, regular. These two can also go in a brain carrier together if you really want to, like, spam brain carriers. Light howitzer, the British light howitzer is really good for the points because it has that 25-pounder AT shell, so it can fire as an AT gun as well. That is really cool. A Stackhound armored car, Very, very strong choice. Look at that. And he's even putting the pintle-mounted MMG on top of it. Very strong. It's very expensive in this configuration, but very, very strong because you can shoot. With this configuration, you can split fire 3 ways. That is 3 pins per turn. We have a Jeep here, veteran. Maybe it doesn't need to be veteran, but I'm guessing it's for an outflank with either the Pied or the flamethrower. 15 CVT truck, 15 CVT truck. Okay. 8-man configurations here. That is not optimized for your infantry. Although you can, of course, double up. So the engineers go in one section, a paratroopers go in the other, and then a Pied and a flamethrower in each of them. Just not optimized as it is here. And a Steward, a darker version Steward. Again, I don't think you need the pintle mounted here. You could do away with that. So I think there are some things you could cut down on. You can maybe also cut one of the teams here, and then get enough for a few brain carriers, 1 or 2. Cut out the 15 CVTs and buy 2 brain carriers. That may actually be beneficial here. But still, very, very strong. And of course, British, they're top dogs right now. Very strong list. Henrik, thank you so much for sending it to me. Good luck. Cheers.